أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So today we're going to talk about the importance of waqf. Why do we pause? Waqf means pausing. Okay, so why do we pause and what's the importance of pausing when we're reciting? So today I'm going to talk about a boy called Zishan who likes barbecuing and eating and his friends and his family. So let's try and put this in a sentence and see what we come up with. So without pausing, if we read this whole sentence, everybody, I want you to read it at home. Zishan likes barbecuing and eating his friends and his family. Do you think that sentence makes sense? I really hope that Zishan doesn't like barbecuing and eating his friends and his family. So there's obviously something wrong with this sentence, isn't there? Maybe we need to put a couple of pauses in. So let's put a comma in and see if that makes sense. Zishan likes barbecuing and eating his friends and his family. Well, that still sort of doesn't make sense, does it? Because it sounds like he still likes to eat people, which really isn't what Zishan likes to do, I'm sure. Okay, let's put some more pauses in and more punctuation and see if this makes sense now. Zishan likes barbecuing, eating, his friends, and his family. So here we've listed all of the things that Zishan likes to do, and it makes much more sense. Okay, so now we apply that learning, what we've just learned by reading that sentence and making sure that we could understand what was written in Quran, that we can understand what's written in Quran as well when we are reading it. Okay, so let's see what's next. So in the Quran, obviously the Holy Quran has come from Allah, so it contains the words of Allah. All right, it's very important that we don't change the meaning of what is being said and what has been written. We know some of the chapters of the Holy Quran. We're familiar with them, we've recited them many times, so we know where to stop. But we don't know Arabic, do we? Some of us, most of us. So how do we know where to pause or stop anywhere else? Now, like Maryam was saying earlier, sunnah is to stop at the end of every verse. Sunnah means what the Holy Prophet ﷺ used to do, what his actions were. So here we can see that at the end of every verse, there's a stop. Okay, and they've been circled for you. So we know that that is where we should stop, because that is where the Holy Prophet ﷺ also used to stop when he was reciting. And that's absolutely fine when the verses are short, because when we're reciting the verses, we can easily hold our breath. But as you know, there are lots of verses in the Holy Quran which are longer, and we can't get to the end of the verse in one breath. So what are we supposed to do? Well, the advice is that you go back a few words before from where you stopped. Okay, so for example, we can stop here, and then that means because there is already a pause here, you can see that small sad. So that means that we can stop there easily and we just continue without having to go back. But further on in this verse, which is very long as you can see, we have to choose where we want to stop. And if we stop at liyastayqina, then we have to then start from li. We can't carry on exactly where we stopped from. And here as well, you can see amanu. You can stop there, but you don't just start again by reading nu. You have to think about where you're going to start from. And look, the green square encircles the wa. And so you have to look for a wa and then continue. So there are special rules for that. And the same here, wali وَلِيَقُولَ, and you can stop. But then you have to go back to the wa and continue. You can't just start with la again, okay? And then obviously here is another pause because you can see that tiny ta, and that means that we must stop there. So this is that advice I was giving you before. Go back a few words from where you stop, and you can do this many times in any verse that you're reading. It will still make sense. And then when it's a suitable place to stop, like the small letters I was showing you, the pause has been made there, or it's the end of the verse, then you can stop and you don't have to keep repeating. But the main message is that wherever you stop, you must not just carry on because it could change the meaning of the verse, okay? So now we know where to stop, okay? And the importance of stopping as well. And the next question is how to stop. And there are rules of pausing, there are rules of waqf that we have to follow. And they will be in your Talimul-Qur'an textbook, and they will also be gone over tomorrow. So inshallah, tomorrow in your lesson, that's what you will learn. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to our main screen. So I hope all of you understood the importance of stopping and waqf, and that you understand that when we pause, we have to follow certain rules, and inshallah those will be gone over tomorrow for you.